Good afternoon. This is State Tournament Boys Basketball on AM 920, KDHL, 97.9 FM, and the KDHL app. I'm Derek Theda coming to you live from Williams Arena, also known as The Barn, on the campus of the University of Minnesota, where we are about ready to tip off Class 3A State Tournament action between the number 2 seed Mankato East Cougars and the number 3 seed Alexandria Cardinals. Mankato East, the champions from Section 2, Alexandria, the champions from Section 8. This should be a great basketball game, and we are happy to bring it to you as part of our baseline to baseline coverage of the boys' state basketball tournament on KDHL, which is brought to you by H&R Block, Owatonna, Lakeville, and Faribault. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service, Faribault Foods, Costco Wholesale, Owatonna, First United Bank, Amesbury Truth, Federated Mutual Insurance, and Owatonna Auto Clinic. Here's we get set to go. This is the state semifinal game between East and Alexandria. The other semifinal game just wrapped up between the number 1 seed Totino Grace taking on the 5 seed De La Salle. Totino Grace won that one 74-67, so they advance to the state championship game for Class 3A, which will be 1 o'clock tip-off on Saturday right here at Williams Arena. And so the winner of this game between Mankato East and Alexandria will face Totino Grace in the state title game on Saturday. For Mankato East, the Cougars won their quarterfinal game yesterday in dominating fashion over unseeded Chisago Lakes 80-41. Mankato East's Brogan Madsen led the Cougars with 15 points. Amari Nobles and Gandon Gosh each had 12. Dwayne Bryant had 10, and Carson Schweim also had 10. Schweim, a 6'7 senior forward, is headed to Division II Minnesota State Mankato next season to play basketball for the Mavericks. With the win yesterday, Mankato East improved to 27-2 on the season. They were champions of their conference, the Big Nine, for the 3rd consecutive season, and also won Section 2 for the 3rd straight year. 2 years ago at state, the Cougars finished 3rd. Then last year at state, they were the 4 seed and lost to the 5 seed Alexandria by 5 in the state quarterfinal. So this game today between Mankato East and Alexandria will be a rematch of last year's quarterfinal game. The 2 losses for the Cougars this season were to Rochester Century, a Class 4A school, and crosstown rival Mankato West. East lost to Century by 5 back in December, but it's important to note that the Cougars avenged that loss by beating Century by 27 in the second matchup of the season, and then Mankato East lost to Mankato West was by 1 point back in February. It's important to note that Mankato East did beat Alexandria earlier this season 69-63, although the Cardinals were dealing with some injuries in that game and were not at full strength. They are at full strength for today's game. For Alexandria, the Cardinals won yesterday in a nail-biter against Minneapolis South. The final was 72-70, and it was neck and neck throughout the entire game. A late defensive stop by Alexandria secured the win for them to advance to today's state semis game. For Alexandria, Grayson Grove led the Cardinals with 26 points and 15 rebounds. Grove is a 6'9 center and is headed to the University of Minnesota next year to play for the Gophers. Chase Thompson had 18 points and 12 rebounds. He's a 6'8 junior who is one of the top-ranked quarterbacks in the state. Mason Witt had 10. Talon Witt had 7. With the win, Alexandria moves to 25-5 overall. They were champions of the Central Lakes Conference and are making their 3rd state tournament appearance in 4 years. 3 years ago at state, they were runners-up in Class 3A, losing to Minnehaha Academy by 51 in the state championship. And it's important to note that Minnehaha that year was led by Chet Holmgren, who, of course, would go on to be the number 2 overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. And then last season, in state, the Cardinals finished 4th. They beat Mankato East, as I mentioned, by 5 in the quarterfinals, then lost to Totino Grace by 11 in the state semis, and then lost to Orono by 4 in the third-place game. Currently, the Cardinals are on a 14-game winning streak, with their last loss coming to St. Cloud Tech on January 26th by 9. However, Alexandria would go on to beat St. Cloud Tech by 23 just 3 weeks later, and then defeated them again in the Section 8 title game, that time by 45 points. With that, we'll pause for 2 minutes and be back with more. You're listening to State Tournament Boys Basketball on the mighty 920 KDHL.
H&R Block offices in Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville remind you now is the time to get your paperwork in order for tax season. Book your appointment at one of the offices where in-person or drop-off filing is available. No computer program can ask every single possible tax question. The tax professionals in Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna average 10 years experience, and you can request the same preparer every year. File your way at H&R Block offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
You said it last year, but you didn't do it. Now you're thinking again, I gotta find someone to take care of my books. And it's never too late. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service can do that to ensure next year's tax time is much less stressful. From farming to small businesses, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services will customize a plan that best fits your needs. Just think, you can have an expert take care of your day-to-day and month-to-month accounting tasks, freeing you up to do what you do best, run your business. They even work with individuals. See what they can do for you. Call Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services today, 451-3399.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. You want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Over 200 units to choose from? Where at, you say? At Owatonna Motor Company, where we have incentives on new vehicles like we haven't seen in a long time. So stop on in. How about this? Ram 2500 and Ram 3500s, rebates as high as $9,000, 10% off of MSRP. Ford's got great rebates. Stop in. Ask about Ford's new Flex Buy program with rebates as high as $2,500 at Owatonna Motor Company, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always.
Back here at Williams Arena as we get set for Class 3A state semifinal action between Mankato East, the number 2 seed, and Alexandria, the number 3 seed. Alexandria won yesterday in the Class 3A quarterfinals, beating Minneapolis South 72-70. And Mankato East beat Chisago Lakes 80-41 in their quarterfinal game. Updates from some of the other Class state tournaments in Class 1A. Earlier this morning over at Target Center, Cherry beat Russell Tyler Ruthven 78-46. And then right now over at Target Center, Nevis is playing Mountain Lake Area Comfrey. Scores 56-47 with 9 minutes to play in that game. Then at 3 o'clock, Heritage Christian Academy will take on West Central Area. And then at 5, it'll be Goodhue versus Fertrell Beltrami. And our very own Brad Presteman will have the call for that Goodhue Fertrell Beltrami game. That'll be a 5 o'clock tip-off over at Target Center. Then in Class 2A action, yesterday, Breck beat Waseca by a score of 76-42. Minnehaha Academy defeated Pequot Lake 63-47. Albany beat Jackson County Central 87-66. And in overtime, Lake City beat Pelican Rapids 72-61. Then for the Class 3A tournament, as I mentioned, Totino Grace, we'll go through the quarterfinals first. So yesterday, Totino Grace beat Stewartville 57-48. De La Salle beat Orono 70-64. And then Totino Grace and De La Salle just played before our game here at 2 o'clock, which is about ready to tip off. Totino Grace won that one 74-67, advancing to the state championship game. And then yesterday, as I mentioned, Mankato East beat Chisago Lakes. Alexandria beat Minneapolis South to play right now in the other state semifinal game. Then in Class 4A, Wayzata beat Rogers 77-64. This was in quarterfinal action yesterday. Cretin-Durham Hall beat Farmington 57-56. Egan upset Park Center. Park Center was the 2 seed. Egan won that one 73-70, and then Minnetonka beat Coon Rapids 83-36. And so the semifinal games for Class 4A will be at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock right here at Williams Arena. It'll be Wayzata and Cretin-Durham Hall at 6, and then Egan taking on Minnetonka at 8. And our very own Roy Koenig will be on the call for that Egan-Minnetonka game. Again, 8 o'clock tip-off, 7:50 pregame for that Class 4A semifinal game. With that, we'll pause for another 2 minutes and be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. You're listening to State Tournament Boys Basketball on AM 920 KDHL and the KDHL app. Back in 2 minutes.
This is the month of love. That's why Prime Garage Door and More in Owatonna wants you to fall in love with the look of your home all over again. It's easy with Clopay Garage Doors. Clopay Garage Doors improve the look of your home while saving you money on your energy bill. Call the guys who will help you open new doors. Prime Garage Door and More, 507-413-6699. Visit the new showroom at 4500 North County Road 45 or check samples at primegaragedoor.net.
Back in the 1920s, when an entrepreneur came to town to seek their dream, they needed 3 things: a place to stay, a knowledgeable banker, and an account with First United Bank. Today, First United Bank in Faribault and Owatonna is still helping young people who are starting out. First United Bank has grown to the size it is today by giving sound financial advice and personal service to its customers for over 100 years. That's why First United Bank is important for young families today. At First United Bank, they didn't invent personal service, they just never forgot it. Member FDIC.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at amesburytruth.com/careers.
Costco is hiring team members at the Costco Depot located in Owatonna. If you have the desire to work in a fast-paced environment with a diverse group of people, look no further. They are hiring entry-level positions and employees in refrigerated and dry environments. Starting pay is $19.50 an hour, with raises based on the number of hours worked, currently topping out at $29.30. Benefits start after 60 days of employment. Apply online at Costco.com. Costco is an equal opportunity employer.
H&R Block offices in Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville remind you now is the time to get your paperwork in order for tax season. Book your appointment at one of the offices where in-person or drop-off filing is available. No computer program can ask every single possible tax question. The tax professionals in Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna average 10 years experience, and you can request the same preparer every year. File your way at H&R Block offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
You said it last year, but you didn't do it. Now you're thinking again, I gotta find someone to take care of my books. And it's never too late. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service can do that to ensure next year's tax time is much less stressful. From farming to small businesses, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services will customize a plan that best fits your needs. Just think, you can have an expert take care of your day-to-day and month-to-month accounting tasks, freeing you up to do what you do best, run your business. They even work with individuals. See what they can do for you. Call Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services today, 451-3399.
Back here at the barn, about ready to tip off in our Class 3A state semifinal game between the number 2 seed Mankato East Cougars and the number 3 seed Alexandria Cardinals. Derek Theta with you today for our baseline to baseline coverage of the Minnesota State High School League Boys Basketball State Tournament. 76 years and counting of coverage right here on the mighty 920 KDHL. We'll run through the starting lineups for both teams. First for the number 3 seed Alexandria Area Cardinals. They will start a 6-foot sophomore, number 0, Mason Witt. A 6'9" senior, number 2, Grayson Grove. He's headed to play basketball at the University of Minnesota next season. 6'8" junior, number 3, Chase Thompson. 6-foot senior, number 11, Braylon Steffensmeyer. And a 6'2" senior, number 35, Dawson Roderick. The Cardinals are coached by Forrest Witt, who is in his 16th season at the helm of the Alexandria program. For Mankato East, they will start a 6'1" junior, number 2, Brogan Madsen. 6'3" senior, number 4, Minnow Omat. 5'10" senior, number 10, Dwayne Bryant. 6'5" junior, number 12, Gandon Gosh. And a 6'7" senior, number 14, Carson Schweim. Schweim headed to play for Division II Minnesota State Mankato next season. And the Cougars are coached by Joe Madsen, who is in his 23rd season leading Mankato East. Right now, where the PA announcer is announcing the rosters for both Mankato East and Alexandria. They do the entire roster at the state tournament before the game. We've got both bands. Actually, no, just one band here today. Just the Mankato East band made the trip up. Looks like the Mankato East student section has a red, white, and blue All-America theme. And the Alexandria student section going with a country western theme here today. Cardinals are in all black. Red numbers with white trim. Alex in red across their chest. Just Alex, A-L-E-X. Across their chests. And for Mankato East, they are in all white with black and white stripes down the side. Black numbers, silver trim, and East across their chests. They are the home team technically, but opting for the road whites here for this Class 3A state semifinal game. We're just wrapping up the Alexandria roster here, so we'll pause for a quick 30 seconds and then be back with the opening tip-off. You're listening to State Tournament Boys Basketball on the mighty 920 KDHL and 97.9 FM.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. You want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Back here at Williams Arena on the campus of the University of Minnesota. About ready to tip off between Alexandria and Mankato East. The winner will advance to the state championship game for Class 3A, where they will face Totino Grace. As Totino Grace just beat De La Salle to advance to their third straight state title game. And they are back-to-back state champions, so looking to make it a three-peat for Totino Grace as they await the winner of this game between Mankato East and Alexandria. Derek Theta with you today on the call for this state semifinal game, and then stay tuned at 5 o'clock. Brad Presteman will have the Goodhue-Fertrell-Beltrami game in Class 1A action. Again, that'll be a 5 o'clock tip-off, so a 4:50 pregame between Goodhue and Fertrell-Beltrami. Brad Presteman on the call for us over at Target Center. That'll be Class 1A quarterfinal action. And so as we get set to go here, teams huddling up for the final time. Mankato East, the 2 seed, Alexandria, the 3 seed. Mankato East's record on the year is 27-2. They actually beat Alexandria by 5 earlier in the season, but the Cardinals had some key injuries and so weren't quite at full strength for that game. Alexandria, they are 25-5 overall on the year. They actually beat Mankato East by 5 in the state quarterfinals a season ago. They ended up finishing 4th that year. 6'9" Grayson Grove for Alexandria and 6'7" Carson Schweim for Mankato East will jump it up at center court. And we are underway here at the barn. Class 3A state semifinal action. Cardinals control the opening possession. Thompson has it right wing. He goes inside to Grove. He's guarded by Gandon Gosh, right block. Backs his way in. Pump fake shot up from him is good with the left hand. Grayson Grove, he had 26 points and 15 rebounds yesterday against Minneapolis South. Gets the scoring started for Alexandria. Now on the other end, Omont has it left side for Mankato East. Gets it over to Madsen at half court. He passes to Gosh up top. Gosh drives middle, kicks Omont left corner with 10 on the shot clock. Gets it poked away. Goes out of bounds. Cougars will retain possession here. Omont inbounds to Madsen for the shot clock. Bryant inside. Gets it blocked out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock by Grayson Grove, using all that 6'9" frame to swat that one away. With just 1 second here for Mankato East to catch and chuck it, and it's a shot clock violation as the inbound to Gosh, who had trouble with the handle, and immediately after touching it, the buzzer sounded, and so it'll go right back to Alexandria. 1 minute gone by here in this state semifinal game. 2-0 Alexandria. Steffensmeyer has it in the backcourt for Alexandria. Picked up full court by Madsen. Now they give it to Grove up top. Swings it over to Roderick, left wing. Now Thompson, short corner, left side, working on Schweim. Back to Roderick. They get inside to Grove, and Grove finishes again with a left hand over Gandon Gosh. And a steal for Alexandria. It's Roderick who takes it away from Madsen, and the Cougars are going to call timeout. They want to talk things over. Quick 6-0 run to start the game for Alexandria. We'll pause for 30 seconds and be back with more on AM 920 KDHL.
Over 200 units to choose from? Where at, you say? At Owatonna Motor Company, where we have incentives on new vehicles like we haven't seen in a long time. So stop on in. How about this? Ram 2500 and Ram 3500s. Rebates as high as $9,000. 10% off of MSRP. Ford's got great rebates. Stop in. Ask about Ford's new Flex Buy program with rebates as high as $2,500 at Owatonna Motor Company, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always.
Back here at Williams Arena, where Alexandria leads Mankato East 6-0 with a minute and a half gone by here in this one. Gandon Gosh will bring it up. A little 1-2-2 full court pressure here from Alexandria. Madsen has it left side over to Bryant. Looks like Alexandria's going to stay in a zone here. They fall back into a 2-3 zone. Witt and Roderick are up top. Grove, Thompson, and Steffensmeyer on the bottom. Gosh has it right wing for Mankato East. He drives right. Back out Omont. He'll try a right wing three. It's no good. Grove the rebound for Alexandria. Up ahead. Whoa, a little too much on that pass. Kind of a long baseball pass to Thompson. Just off his fingertips, goes out of bounds. It'll go right back to Mankato East. Madsen has the basketball up top for the Cougars. Alexandria still in that 2-3 zone here. Gosh up top now. Gets it over to Madsen, left side. Now left elbow, Schweim. He'll try a pull-up jumper. No good. Thompson the rebound for Alexandria. Down the floor to Steffensmeyer. Back to Roderick. He's working on Madsen, left side. They go up top to Thompson. Now Roderick. Right wing Steffensmeyer. He's guarded by Omont now. Back to Thompson. Inside to Witt. Witt backs it out. He's guarded by Bryant. 11 on the shot clock. Grove up top. Now Steffensmeyer. Left wing off a screen from Grove. Little pick and roll action. Steffensmeyer will take it himself and lay it up and in with the right hand on the right side. His first basket of the game. 8-0 Alexandria here in the early going. 3 minutes gone by now. Madsen inside. Gets a shot blocked on the right-handed layup attempt by Grove. Steffensmeyer to Witt. He drives left. Back out. Grove, he'll try a long baseline three. No good. Up ahead, Omont. Omont inside. Goes up for the shot. Can't convert. Rebound, Roderick for the Cardinals. Gets it to Thompson. He'll try a deep right wing three. It's short. Rebound to Bryant for Mankato East. Bryant will slow things down here. Now gets it to Madsen, left wing. Madsen penetrates. Back out, Gosh. Back to Madsen. Now Omont. Short corner left side. Bryant dumps it off inside for Schwein. Right back to Madsen, who gets his shot blocked by Grove. And this length for Alexandria really causing Mankato East trouble. Grove at 6'9". Thompson at 6'8". Have a couple blocks already in this one. As Steffensmeyer drives, reverse left-handed layup is no good. Rebound Madsen up ahead. Bryant. Bryant goes right corner for Schweim. Schweim will try a step-back three from the right wing. No good. Thompson the rebound for the Cardinals, and he'll slow things down here. Still 8-0 Alexandria. Cougars looking for their first points in this one. 13:36 to play first half. Steffensmeyer up top working on Madsen. Gets it poked away. Goes out of bounds. Cardinals will retain possession. Have some subs here for Mankato East. Amari Nobles, a 6'4 sophomore, and Lucas Gustafson, a 5'11 sophomore, will check in for Omont and Bryant. That substitution brought to you by Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service. Alexandria has it. Whittle try a step-back three. Left wing, it's good! Nothing but cord for Mason Witt on the triple there. 11-0. Alexandria to start this one. Madsen drives in, wraparound pass, top of the key three from Gustafson's no good. Madsen the rebound, passes inside to Schweim, has trouble with the handle, picked up by Alexandria. It's Roderick. 13 minutes to play in the half, 11-0 Alexandria. Wood another three, it's good! Back-to-back threes for Mason Witt. As the 6' sophomore starts to heat up here, 14-0. Alexandria. Nobles inside. His shot is blocked by Thompson. Goes out of bounds. And wow, what a start here for Alexandria. 14 unanswered to get this one going. As we've got a sub here for Alexandria, number 4, Talon Witt, a 6' sophomore, checks in for Grayson Grove. So he'll take his spot in the bottom of that 2-3 zone for Alexandria. Madsen has it right wing. Inside Schweim. Schweim gets fouled at the free throw line. He'll be on the floor. Foul will be on Roderick. That'll be his first team foul for Alexandria. Grove will check in for Roderick, or actually he'll check in for Thompson. And then number 13, Samson Hagstrom, a 6' junior, will check in for Roderick. Gosh, right elbow jumper is good. And finally, Mankato East gets a basket to drop. Makes it 14-2. Alexandria, 12-13 to play first half. Witt, right wing, working on Nobles. Goes up top for Hagstrom. Now Grove inside, can't finish, gets his own rebound. The putback is good for Grayson Grove. He's got 6. 16-2, back to a 14-point Cardinal advantage. Madsen loses it, ball on the ground, picked up by Steffensmeyer. Now up top, Grove, right wing, Witt. He'll try another 3 over Gustafson. This one is no good for Witt. Gosh, the rebound for the Cougars, up ahead to Gustafson. Now Madsen, left wing, he drives in, back out to Gosh, top of the key. Schweim, his 3 is in and out. Rebound Grove for Alexandria. He'll pass it to Talon Witt. Now over to Mason Witt. Back to Grove, left wing. He'll try a 3 over Schweim. It's no good. Rebound to Gosh for Mankato East. He'll take it up himself. Has it right side. Passes right wing to Schweim. Schweim drives on Mason Witt. Now a 8-foot baseline jumper's no good from him. Rebound Talon Witt. Now Mason Witt has it left wing. Penetrates into the lane. Spins. Back out Hagstrom. Now short corner left side. Grove working on Schweim. Grove backing his way in. Now Hagstrom up top to Talon Witt. Right wing Mason Witt. 12 in the shot clock here for Grove at the top of the key. Hands off to Mason Witt. Witt will try a 3. No good. Nobles the rebound for Mankato East. Gets it to Gosh. Still 16-2 Alexandria. 10-17 to play as Madsen drives and finishes with the right hand. His first basket, 16-4 Cardinals. 10:06 to play in the half. Mason Witt up top. Goes right wing for Steffensmeyer. He's guarded by Madsen. Now up top, Mason Witt. Back to Steffensmeyer. Steffensmeyer drives into the lane. Right elbow, back out to Grove. Grove working on Gosh. Now his pass stolen away by Schweim from Mankato East. Schweim take it all the way, loses as he went up for the shot. Out of bounds. They'll say, no, a foul on the drive there. That foul will be on Witt, Talon Witt, his first, second team foul for Alexandria. Now I believe we've got a timeout on the floor. Yes, we do. So yes, we'll be back in 1 minute on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
This is the month of love. That's why Prime Garage Door and More in Owatonna wants you to fall in love with the look of your home all over again. It's easy with Clopay Garage Doors. Clopay Garage Doors improve the look of your home while saving you money on your energy bill. Call the guys who will help you open new doors. Prime Garage Door and More, 507-413-6699. Visit the new showroom at 4500 North County Road 45 or check samples at primegaragedoor.net.
Back here at Williams Arena, where Alexandria leads Mankato East 16-4. Here in the Class 3A state semis, winner will play Totino Grace in the Class 3A state championship Saturday. Got a timeout on the floor right now, as I believe Carson Schweim will be shooting 2 free throws here when we come out of this timeout. 9:40 to play in the first half. Alexandria started this game on a 14-0 run. And their length inside has been the story, with the 6'9" Grayson Grove and the 6'8" Chase Thompson blocking a lot of shots, getting a lot of rebounds for the Cardinals, not allowing Mankato East to get anything inside. And when they do get inside, it'll have to be blocked, and then really not a chance for an offensive rebound. They collect it right away for Alexandria. As we get set here on the floor for Mankato East, and it must not have been a shooting foul because Schweim is on the bench. No, now he will come back out. And now there's some confusion here with Mankato East talking to the refs if that was a shooting foul or not. And it will be on the floor, so Schweim is actually out of the game now. So on the floor for the Cougars, it's Omat, Gosh, Bryant, Gustafson, and Nobles. Gustafson will inbound it under his own basket, right side. Gets it to Nobles, now Omat up top. The left wing for Gosh, back to Omat. Cardinals still in that 2-3 zone. Gosh, left wing three is short. Rebound to Gosh, though. He gets his own rebound. Now Omat right wing to Gustafson. Now back up to Gustafson. Now Gosh left elbow passes inside off the shin of Grove, who was checked back in for Alexandria. On the floor for them, it's Mason Witt, Talon Witt, Roderick, Thompson, and Grove as Schweim and Madsen check in for Gustafson and Gosh for Mankato East. Omat will inbound, side out of bounds, right side, gets it to Bryant, now over to Schweim. He'll try a deep left wing three. It's good as the shot clock expires. Carson Schweim, his first points of the game come from beyond the arc. 16-7 Alexandria, 8:50 to play in the half. Mason Witt, right wing, working on Bryant. Now Talon Witt. Hands back off to Mason Witt. Roderick off a screen from Grove. Drives inside, gets into the lane. Turnaround shot up from him is good. Roderick's got 4 so far today. 18-7 Cardinals. Bryant has it right side. Passes over to Schweim. Schweim now dribbles it around. Back to Bryant. He's got it right corner. Back up top, Nobles. Omat with 15 on the shot clock. Get back to Schweim. Now Madsen, left wing. Left elbow, Nobles. Schweim trying to drive. Back out, Madsen. Back out, left corner, Omat. Omat goes baseline, gets to the basket. Reverse layup is no good, but he got fouled. Or no, they say he stepped on the end line. So it'll be a turnover to go right back to Alexandria. Good defense there from the Cardinals as the shot clock was winding down. Forced Omat to step on the baseline. Talon Witt has it right side, now over to Mason Witt. Right wing, working on Madsen. Witt drives. Back out Talon Witt. He'll try an 8-footer in the lane. No good. Grove there, the rebound and the dunk. Two-handed jam for Grayson Grove. He's got 8, 20-7. Cardinals by 13, 7.5 to play. First half. Schweim has it right wing. He'll try a 3. It's good for Carson Schweim. His second triple of the game. Cuts the Cardinal lead to 10. 20-10 is our score. Thompson left wing. Now Mason Witt off a screen from Thompson. Tries a 3 hard off the back of the rim. Omat the rebound for Mankato East. Hands back off to Schweim. Now Madsen will try a 3. Off the mark. Missed it left. Thompson on the glass for Alexandria. He will bring it up. Roderick up top, guarded by Omat. Talon Witt, right wing, over to Mason Witt. Back to Talon Witt. He's guarded by Bryant. Now Roderick swings it short corner left side to Thompson. Backs his way in on Nobles. 11 on the shot clock. Grove has it right wing. Now back to Mason Witt. Witt with 7. Passes to Talon Witt with 5. Witt with 3. 2. It's pass stolen away by Bryant. Up ahead, Schweim. He goes left wing for Madsen. Madsen drives left. Gets into the lane. Right corner, Omat. Thought about the shot. Now puts it on the deck. Back out, Madsen inside Bryant. Bryant shot up. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. Nobles now, left wing 3 is good. Amari Nobles gets in on the 3-point barrage for Mankato East. That cuts the Cardinal lead to 7, 20-13. Remember, Alexandria started this game on a 14-0 run. Now it's 20-13. Might have been an offensive foul on the screen from Thompson. No call. Turnover anyway. Mankato East has it. Nobles gets it to Bryant. Bryant drives middle. Layup up from him is good. 20-15. Timeout, Alexandria. An 8-0 run for the Cougars is just what they needed. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a full break here as well. Back in 60 on the mighty 920 KDHL.
Back in the 1920s, when an entrepreneur came to town to seek their dream, they needed three things: a place to stay, a knowledgeable banker, and an account with First United Bank. Today, First United Bank in Faribault and Owatonna is still helping young people who are starting out. First United Bank has grown to the size it is today by giving sound financial advice and personal service to its customers for over 100 years. That's why First United Bank is important for young families today. At First United Bank, they didn't invent personal service, they just never forgot it. Member FDIC.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at amesburytruth.com/careers.
Back here at the barn where we've got baseline to baseline coverage of the Minnesota State High School League Boys State Tournament. 76 years right here on AM 920 KDHL. We've got our game right now between Mankato East, the number 2 seed in Class 3A, taking on the 3 seed Alexandria in the state semifinals. 20-15 is our score. Alexandria leads the Cougars by 5 with 5:37 to play in the first half. Alexandria started this game on a 14-0 run. They scored 14 unanswered. But the Cougars have stormed right back. They're currently on an 8-0 run to cut the Cardinal lead to 5. Coming off an Alexandria timeout, they have the basketball on the floor for them. It's Mason Witt, Steffensmeyer, Roderick, Grove, and Thompson for Mankato East. Gustafson, Bryant, Gosh, Nobles, and Omot. Witt has it left side. Some full court pressure here from Mankato East out of the timeout. Grove has it right wing, guarded by Gosh. Passes inside to Thompson. He gets double teamed. Loses it. Picked up by Gosh for Mankato East. Omot came over to double and poked it away. Gosh drives. Pull-up jumper in the lane for him is no good. Thompson, the rebound for Alexandria. He gets it to Steffensmeyer. He'll bring it up. Picked up at half court by Omot. Right wing Thompson working on Nobles. They go inside to Grove. Double team briefly. Now it's just one-on-one with Grove and Gosh. Grove, kick out, Mason Witt, left wing. Now Steffensmeyer, inside Thompson, left block. He's guarded by Nobles. Back out Mason Witt. His three is short. Rebound collected by Bryant for Mankato East. Bryant gets it to Omot. Right corner three from him is good! Make it an 11-0 run for Mankato East. It's been a game of runs. Omot gets in on the action there with a three, 20-18. Alexandria by 2, 4:24 to play in the half. Mason Witt, baseline jumper right side is no good. Omot the rebound for the Cougars. Up ahead, Gustafson. Now Nobles, right corner three, in and out. Rebound Grove for Alexandria. The East student section ready to blow the roof off the barn here if that one had gone in. Witt off a screen, denies the screen, drives and converts on the layup inside. That's Mason Witt, he's got 8. 22-18, that stops this Mankato East run. They were previously had scored 11 straight. Nobles up top for the Cougars, now Omot, back to Nobles. Now Omot here, Cardinals still in that 2-3 zone. Steffensmeyer and Roderick up top. Grove, Thompson, and Mason Witt on the bottom. Oh, nice find inside from Nobles to Bryant, who lays it up and in for 2. Bryant stuck behind the zone. Nobles penetrated and found him with a nice bounce pass for the easy layup for Bryant. Thompson has it left side. Now Steffensmeyer guarded by Oman at the University of Minnesota M logo. Now Mason went right wing. Grove goes down off a screen, no call. Roderick up top, inside for Grove. He's got it in the lane. Shot up from him is no good, and it'll be a foul. It'll be a foul on Grove. Mankato East thought it was intentional, as I believe Grove inadvertently got his arm around Gosh's neck. Don't think there was anything malicious. Refs don't say it was intentional. So just a common foul there on Grove. Looked like they just got tangled up there on that rebound attempt. Nothing malicious there from Grove as they play the replay of that last basket from Bryant. On the video board here at Williams Arena. Will be the third team foul for Alexandria, the first on Grove. Omont right wing 3 is no good. Schweim the rebound. He's checked back in with Madsen. Madsen has it now inside, loses it. Ball still on the floor. Steffensmeyer comes away with it. Bryant and Nobles checked out in exchange for Schweim and Madsen for the Cougars. Talon Witt also into the game. He replaced Grove. Mason Witt up top. Goes Talon Witt left corner. Back to Mason Witt. He drives middle. Gets in the lane. Stop. Pop. Shot. No good. Gosh, the rebound for Mankato East down the floor. Left corner Madsen. Now Schweim. Gustafson. Cougars working around the perimeter. Gosh drives inside. Puts up the shot. Off window. It's good from 7. Gandon Gosh, his second basket of the game. He's got 4. 22-22. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Steffensmeyer inside. Pass tipped out of bounds by Mankato East. Cardinals will retain possession here. With 1:47 to play in the half. We're tied at 22. Steffensmeyer lob inbounds pass to Thompson, who catches it and puts it up right away for an alley-oop layup attempt. Can't convert. Mankato East the rebound. Schweim has it right side. Now cross court to Gustafson. Schweim back to Gustafson. The deep 3 from Schweim is good! A 25-footer from Carson Schweim. Bottom of the net. He's got 9, all coming from beyond the arc. 25-22, Cougars with their first lead of the game. 1:15 to play. Talon Witt goes left wing for Mason Witt. He drives back to Talon Witt. He'll try a top of the key 3. It's good. Talon Witt answers. Back to a tie game, 25-25, 60 seconds to play in this first half. Gosh, right wing up top, Gustafson. Dribbling it around up top. Up by the logo. Loses it, gets it back though. Omont now, left side. Gosh will try a left wing 3. It's no good. Talon Witt the rebound. 3-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. 33 seconds to play. Thompson, kick out. Roderick. Back inside to Thompson, left block, lowers the shoulder, gets the basket. Gosh went down, no call. 18 seconds to play in the half, 27-25 Alexandria. Courier going to hold for the last shot here. Gustafson has it up top for Mankato East. Schweim at the free throw line. 5 seconds to play. Schweim drives, spins, fadeaway, in and out at the buzzer, and that'll do it for the first half. Alexandria 27, Mankato East 25. What a first half of game of runs. Alexandria 14-0 run to start. And then Mankato East answered a little bit later with an 11-0 run themselves. And now a 2-point game at the half, 27-25. Cardinals will take a 2-minute break and be back with our first half report. You're listening to to state tournament boys basketball on the mighty 920 KDHL and the KDHL app. Back in 2 minutes.
Costco is hiring team members at the Costco Depot located in Owatonna. If you have the desire to work in a fast-paced environment with a diverse group of people, look no further. They are hiring entry-level positions and employees in refrigerated and dry environments. Starting pay is $19.50 an hour, with raises based on the number of hours worked, currently topping out at $29.30. Benefits start after 60 days of employment. Apply online at Costco.com. Costco is an equal opportunity employer.
H&R Block offices in Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville remind you now is the time to get your paperwork in order for tax season. Book your appointment at one of the offices where in-person or drop-off filing is available. No computer program can ask every single possible tax question. The tax professionals in Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna average 10 years experience, and you can request the same preparer every year. File your way at H&R Block offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
You said it last year, but you didn't do it. Now you're thinking again, I gotta find someone to take care of my books. And it's never too late. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service can do that to ensure next year's tax time is much less stressful. From farming to small businesses, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services will customize a plan that best fits your needs. Just think, you can have an expert take care of your day-to-day and month-to-month accounting tasks, freeing you up to do what you do best, run your business. They even work with individuals. See what they can do for you. Call Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services today, 451-3399.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. You want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Back here at Williams Arena, where at the half, Alexandria leads Mankato East 27-25 here in our Class 3A state semifinal game. Mankato East, the 2 seed, Alexandria, the 3 seed. Winner will play Totino Grace Saturday in the Class 3A state championship game. What a first half we had. Alexandria right out of the gate, 14 points unanswered, but Mankato East stuck with it, went on an 11-0 run themselves, ended up taking the lead at one point, 25-22, but a 5-0 run to end the half for Alexandria puts them up 27-25 over Mankato East. Should it be a great second half in store for you right here on AM 920 KDHL. Our first half stats brought to you by H&R Block, Owatonna, Lakeville, and Faribault. For Mankato East, Amari Nobles has 3, Brogan Madsen has 2, Minnow Omot with 3, Dwayne Bryant with 4, Gandon Gosh has 4, and Carson Schweim has 9. For Alexandria, Mason Witt has 8, Grayson Grove has 10, Talon Witt with 3, Braylon Steffensmeyer has 2, and Dawson Roderick has 4. As I mentioned, it's been a great game so far. Both schools bringing large student sections. It's been loud here at Williams Arena. Great atmosphere, great environment for state tournament boys basketball. We'll pause for 3 minutes now and be back with more. You're listening to State Tournament Boys Basketball on the mighty 920 KDHL and 97.9 FM.
Over 200 units to choose from? We're at, you say? At Owatonna Motor Company, where we have incentives on new vehicles like we haven't seen in a long time. So stop on in. How about this? Ram 2500 and Ram 3500s, rebates as high as $9,000. 10% off of MSRP. Ford's got great rebates. Stop in. Ask about Ford's new Flex Buy program with rebates as high as $2,500 at Owatonna Motor Company, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always.
This is the month of love. That's why Prime Garage Door and More in Owatonna wants you to fall in love with the look of your home all over again. It's easy with Clopay Garage Doors. Clopay Garage Doors improve the look of your home while saving you money on your energy bill. Call the guys who will help you open new doors. Prime Garage Door and More, 507-413-6699. Visit the new showroom at 4500 North County Road 45 or check samples at primegaragedoor.net.
Back in the 1920s, when an entrepreneur came to town to seek their dream, they needed three things: a place to stay, a knowledgeable banker, and an account with First United Bank. Today, First United Bank in Faribault and Owatonna is still helping young people who are starting out. First United Bank has grown to the size it is today by giving sound financial advice and personal service to its customers for over 100 years. That's why First United Bank is important for young families today. At First United Bank, they didn't invent personal service, they just never forgot it. Member FDIC.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at amesburytruth.com/careers.
Costco is hiring team members at the Costco Depot located in Owatonna. If you have the desire to work in a fast-paced environment with a diverse group of people, look no further. They are hiring entry-level positions and employees in refrigerated and dry environments. Starting pay is $19.50 an hour, with raises based on the number of hours worked, currently topping out at $29.30. Benefits start after 60 days of employment. Apply online at Costco.com. Costco is an equal opportunity employer.
H&R Block offices in Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville remind you now is the time to get your paperwork in order for tax season. Book your appointment at one of the offices where in-person or drop-off filing is available. No computer program can ask every single possible tax question. The tax professionals in Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna average 10 years experience, and you can request the same preparer every year. File your way at H&R Block offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
Back here at the barn, where at the half, the number 3 seed Alexandria leads the number 2 seed Mankato East 27-25. Here in the Class 3A state semifinals, the winner will play Totino Grace Saturday for the state championship. That game will be a 1 o'clock tip-off right here at Williams Arena. Have some additional stats here. For Mankato East, they are shooting 33% from the field. Alexandria 46%. From three-point land, Alexandria is 3 for 10. Mankato East is 5 for 14. Mankato East leading the rebound battle 17-14. There's no blocks for the Cougars, but 3 blocks for Alexandria, courtesy of their 2 post players, Chase Thompson at 6'8", and Grayson Grove, a future Gopher, at 6'9". Especially early in the game, those two were causing trouble for Mankato East inside, but the Cougars eventually started to work it around more, penetrate that zone, get behind it, get some layups, hit a few timely threes as well, despite being only 5 for 14 from beyond the arc. Had some big threes and key moments to stay in this one, trailing by 2 to Alexandria. Look at some other scores from games going on right now. In consolation play for Class 3A, Stewartville is playing Orono right now over at Concordia University. With 12 minutes to play in that one, Stewartville 48, Orono 39. And then I believe that's the only game going on right now. In a Class 1A final, Nevis beat Mount Lake area Comfrey 78-54. So Nevis will play Cherry in the Class 1A semifinals tomorrow. Still two more Class 1A quarterfinal games to go. Heritage Christian Academy in West Central area will tip off in about 10 minutes over at Target Center. And then at 5, Goodhue and Fertile Beltrami. Brad Prestman will have coverage of that one for us on KDHL. And then at 8 o'clock, we will have coverage of a Class 4A semifinal matchup between Egan and Minnetonka. Again, 8 o'clock tip-off, 7:50 pregame. Roy Koenig will be on the call for that one. So as we get set to go here for the second half, we'll pause for 1 minute and be back with second half action. You're listening to State Tournament Boys Basketball on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
You said it last year, but you didn't do it. Now you're thinking again, I gotta find someone to take care of my books. And it's never too late. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service can do that. To ensure next year's tax time is much less stressful. From farming to small businesses, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services will customize a plan that best fits your needs. Just think, you can have an expert take care of your day-to-day and month-to-month accounting tasks, freeing you up to do what you do best, run your business. They even work with individuals. See what they can do for you. Call Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services today, 451-3399.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. You want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Back here at Williams Arena as we get set to go for second half action in our game between Alexandria and Mankato East, Class 3A state semifinals. 27-25, Alexandria with the lead. We've got a fresh 18 minutes up on the clock. Mankato East will start the half with the basketball on the floor for them. Their 5 original starters, Madsen, Gosh, Omot, Schweim, and Bryant. For Alexandria, their 5 starters, Roderick, Mason Witt, Steffensmeyer, Grove, and Thompson. Roderick and Mason Witt up top of that 2-3 zone. Steffensmeyer, Thompson, and Grove on the bottom as Schweim misses a right wing 3 from Mankato East to start things here. Steffensmeyer will bring it up for the Cardinals. Goes left wing from Mason Witt, now back to Steffensmeyer. Inside Grove, and Grove gets fouled underneath. That will be on Schweim. That'll be Schweim's first team foul of the half from Mankato East. Inbounds pass stolen away by Brogan Madsen. All the way down the floor for him, and he gets fouled on the layup attempt, so he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. First 2 free throws of the game for either team. Neither team shot a free throw in the first half. And so Brogan Madsen will have the honor of taking the first free throws of this game here. 35 seconds gone by here in the second half. First free throw from Madsen is good. Makes it 27-26 Alexandria. Second free throw on the way from Madsen is also good, so 2 for 2 there at the line for him. 27-27 is our score. Coming up on a minute gone by here in the first half from the barn. Derek Theta with you for Class 3A state semifinal action. Thompson drives all the way to the rim and lays it up and in with the right hand. His first basket of the game. 29-27, Alexandria back out in front. Gosh has it left side, now over to Bryant, left wing. Cross court for Madsen. Madsen penetrates, back out Omot. Now Madsen top of the key, he drives right. Back to Omot. Omot, he'll try and drive, stops, puts up an 8-footer and gets it to go. About 5 feet past the right block for Omot there on that basket. He's got 5. Steffensmeyer has it right corner for Alexandria, working on Omot. Now top of the key for Mason Witt. Now Thompson left wing guarded by Schweim. Thompson hands off to Roderick. Off a screen from Thompson, Roderick will try a pull-up left elbow jumper, and it's good. Roderick has 6. 31-29, both teams exchanging baskets here early in the second half as Madsen drives, loses it, gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by him, so it will go right back to Alexandria. Coming up on 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. 31-29, Alexandria. Thompson right side, left wing, Roderick wide open, 3, no good. Steffensmeyer, though, the rebound. Gets it to Mason Witt. He'll back it out. Now Thompson thought about the shot, puts it on the floor, drives, loses it, goes over the basket, and they'll say last touched by Mankato East. So Cardinals will retain possession here. Thompson will inbound under his own basket, right side. Gets it to Grove, short corner right side. Now back to Thompson. He'll bring it up top. Inside Grove, double team by Bryant. And Gosh inside to Steffensmeyer, who lays it up at him with the right hand. He's got 4. 33-29 Cardinals. Madsen over to Bryant, right side. Bryant drives in. Passes inside to Gosh. Gosh goes up for the shot, can't finish. Rebound collected by Grove for Alexandria. Now Steffensmeyer has it right side. Guarded by Oman off a screen from Grove. Steffensmeyer drives all the way to the basket. Layup is up and good. As he falls off the floor. Remember, we got an elevated floor. He fell down into the stanchion and then rolled off the floor. The floor's about 2.5 feet above the ground here at Williams Arena, that fabled raised court, as Schweim hits a left wing 3, goes down after it, no call. His first points of the second half. He's got 12 on the game. 35-32 Alexandria. Steffensmeyer deep 3, it's no good. Bryant the rebound for Mankato East. He'll push it up the floor. Bryant hands off Schweim. Now Gosh, left corner, Omot 3 is good! Back-to-back 3s from Mankato East, courtesy of Schweim and Omot. Back to a tie game, 35-35. 14-14 to play. Steffensmeyer has it up top. Now Thompson, right wing. They go inside to Grove. Grove back into the wing on Gosh. Tough hook shot. Wow, from about 8 feet away for Grove. Gets it to go off window. He's got 12. 37-35, Alexandria. Schweim, left wing, he'll try a 3 over Thompson. No good. Steffensmeyer, the rebound. Stolen by Bryant, who lays it up and in for 2. Bryant's got 6, 37-37. 13.5 to play in the game. Steffensmeyer goes Thompson, left side, guarded tightly by Schweim. Thompson pulls a deep 3 over Schweim. It's off the side of the backboard, no good. Bryant has it now for the Cougars. Hands off Gosh. Left wing Schweim, back to Gosh. Now Omot, right wing, goes right corner for Madsen. He drives, has it right elbow, jumps it off for Bryant. Reverse layup from him's no good. Schweim the rebound though. Back out Gosh, pump fake. Now we'll try a long 2. It is no good. Rebound Grove for Alexandria. Steffensmeyer will slow things down here at half court, guarded by Madsen. Under 13 to play, 37-all between Alexandria and Mankato East. Mason Witt, right elbow pull-up jumper is short. Rebound Schweim for Mankato East. Now Gosh, right side. Cross court for Omot. Cardinals still in that 2-3 zone. Omot, Madsen, right corner, Gosh. Back up top for Schweim. Left wing Bryant, he drives on Thompson, dribbles it off his foot. And they say it. Blocking foul on Thompson, actually. That'll be Thompson's first team foul of the half for Alexandria as Gustafson checks into the game for Bryant. And Nobles in for Madsen for Mankato East and for Alexandria. Talon Witt into the game for Grayson Grove. Those substitutions brought to you by Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services. Gustafson will inbound it to Schweim, who gets it to Gosh. Gosh back to Schweim. 12 in the shot clock for him. Right wing Nobles, right corner. Gosh, he'll go baseline. Gosh back out. Gustafson, he'll try a deep three. It's good! Lucas Gustafson, wow, from way downtown, knocks that one in. His first triple of the game. 12 minutes to play. Cougars by 3, 40-37. Talon Witt, now Mason Witt, hands off Thompson. He drives middle all the way to the rim. Layup is good. Wow, a nice finish there for Chase Thompson. He's got 4. 40-39. Cougars by 1, 11:39 to play. Winner will advance to the state championship Saturday against Totino Grace. Gustafson up top for Mankato East. Now Nobles left wing. He'll try a three. It's good! Rattles around and drops for Amari Nobles. His second three. He's got 6. 43-39. Cougars by 4. Mason Witt up top, guarded tightly by Gustafson. Witt drives. Back out Talon Witt. He'll try a three. No good. Rebound Gosh. Now Gustafson left side. Back to Gosh. Schweim now back to Gosh. Now Gustafson. Nobles left wing. Back to Gustafson. 15 on the shot clock here. Schweim at half court. Inside Gustafson. Now Omont right wing open three is good! Mankato East absolutely on fire! Up to a 7-point Cougar advantage. 46-39. Thompson off a screen. Will try a three. It's no good. Rebound Schweim. Pass from Schwein tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Mankato East, so Alexandria will get it off a turnover. A 9-2 run right now for Mankato East as we've got a timeout on the floor. Back in 1 minute. Don't touch that dial on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
Over 200 units to choose from? We're at you say at Owatonna Motor Company, where we have incentives on new vehicles like we haven't seen in a long time. So stop on in. How about this? Ram 2500 and Ram 3500s rebates as high as $9,000, 10% off of MSRP. Ford's got great rebates. Stop in. Ask about Ford's new Flex Buy program with rebates as high as $2,500 at Owatonna Motor Company, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always.
This is the month of love. That's why Prime Garage Door and More in Owatonna wants you to fall in love with the look of your home all over again. It's easy with Clopay Garage Doors. Clopay Garage Doors improve the look of your home while saving you money on your energy bill. Call the guys who will help you open new doors. Prime Garage Door and More, 507-413-6699. Visit the new showroom at 4500 North County Road 45 or check samples at primegaragedoor.net.
Back here at Williams Arena, where Mankato East leads Alexandria 46-39 here in our Class 3A state semifinal game. Winner advances to the state title on Saturday against Totino Grace. 1 o'clock tip-off right here at Williams Arena. Got a timeout taken by Alexandria, as Mankato East currently on a 9-2 run. As they put on the video board the 2023 state champions in softball, which were Mankato East, and that gets the Mankato East crowd to cheer. Cougar softball team, 2023 state champs. As we get set to resume action here. Coming out of the timeout on the floor for Alexandria, Talon Witt, Mason Witt, Roderick, Thompson, and Grove for the Cougars. Gustafson, Madsen, Schweim, Nobles, and Gosh. Alexandria has the basketball. Talon Witt will inbound it. Gets it to Roderick. Now up ahead, Thompson. Thompson drives right on Schweim. Backs his way in, goes up for the shot, gets fouled. So he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. That'll be Schweim's second team foul of the half for Mankato East. Thompson, first 2 free throws of the game for Alexandria right here. He's got 4 points so far today. First free throw on the way is good. Makes it 46-40. Mankato East, 10:07 to play. Second free throw from Thompson. Hard off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Schweim for Mankato East. Madsen has it up top, working on Witt. Now Gustafson, right wing off a screen from Nobles. Now Gosh, left side. Up to Madsen, back to Gosh. Gustafson with 10 on the shot clock. Nobles back to Gustafson. He'll try a long 3. It's short. Rebound Roderick for Alexandria. Good defense there by the Cardinals to force the Cougars late into the shot clock that possession. They just have to hoist up a deep 3. Talon Witt has it up top. Now Thompson, lob inside to Grove, who catches it and puts it up right away for 2 over Schweim. Grove's got 14. Madsen now up top, working on Mason Witt. Sutter step move, drives, jumps it off for Nobles. Nobles back out, Gosh, now Gustafson. Guarded by Roderick, back to Madsen. Roderick switches on to him, Madsen inside, loses it, out Nobles. He'll try a 3, no good. Gustafson though, the rebound, out to Gosh. Second chance here for the Cougars. Gosh goes baseline, pump fake, goes up for the shot and finishes, counted a foul for Gandon Gosh. Foul there will be on Grove. That will be his second. Second team foul for Alexandria. Actually, the third team foul for Alexandria this half. Free throw on the way from Gosh is good, so he converts on the and one. 49-42, Mankato East, 8:38 to play. Talon Wood up top, goes to Thompson, now left wing, Steffensmeyer. Thompson drives on Nobles. Thompson, tough shot, can't convert, but gets fouled there. So he will head back to the free throw line. Fouls on Nobles, his first. Third team foul for Mankato East. Thompson back at the line. He's 1 for 2 so far today. First one is on the way and good. Second free throw from Thompson. Short. Rebound to Bryant for Mankato East. He'll bring it down the floor. Bryant back to Madsen. Madsen, 3 in transition, no good. Rebound Grove for Alexandria. 49-43, Mankato East with the lead. 8:10 to play. Talon Witt up top, working on Schweim. Backdoor pass to Steffensmeyer. Now Mason Witt, right wing 3 is no good. Rebound Gosh for Mankato East. Bryant has it, left wing. Drives, kick out Nobles. Hands off to for Gosh. Gosh drives all the way to the rim. It's blocked by Grove. Up ahead to Steffensmeyer. Now Talon Witt. Pass stolen away by Gosh, who gets fouled by Grove. That will be Grove's fourth team foul for Alexandria, as Carson Schweim will check out for the Cougars. Minnow Omot will check in. And for Alexandria, Roderick will check in for Grove. So off the Grove foul, we Mankato East basketball. 49-43. Cougars out front. Gosh has it right side, dumps it out for Nobles, loses it, gets it back though, out of bounds, last touched by Thompson for the Cardinals. So Cougars will retain possession here. Madsen will take it under his own basket, left side. 7:21 to play, 6-point Cougar lead. Madsen inbounds to Omot, who gets fouled immediately on the catch by Roderick. That'll be Roderick's second. 5th team foul for Alexandria. Actually, the 3rd team foul, my mistake for Roderick. Bryant drives inside, spins, and gets the layup to go over Roderick. He's got 8. 8-point lead for Mankato East, 51-43. Talon Witt back to Steffensmeyer. Inside, Thompson working on Gosh, double team now with Omot. Pass tipped, stolen away, out of bounds, last touched by, they say, Nobles, and so it will remain Cardinal basketball as Schweim and Gustafson check in for Gosh and Madsen. Grove also will check in for Mason Witt for the Cardinals. So on the floor for Alexandria, it's Steffensmeyer, Roderick, Grove, Talon Witt, and Thompson. For Mankato East, Omot, Schweim, Bryant, Gustafson, and Nobles. Steffensmeyer inbounds it to Roderick. His layup is good. Count it! And the foul for Dawson Roderick. Fouls on Gustafson. That'll be his first, 4th team foul for Mankato East. And one free throw now on the way from Roderick. Is no good. Rebound Schweim. 51-45 Mankato East. Well, pass nearly stolen away by Steffensmeyer. 6:40 to play. Bryant, Omot right wing. Now Schweim up top. Gets it to Gustafson. Now Bryant right wing to Schweim. Schweim goes baseline, double team, back out, Nobles. Gustafson, 5 in the shot clock, tries a deep 3, in and out, rebound though, Schweim, no. Can't corral it, Grove comes down with it. Talon Wood up ahead to Roderick. Roderick loses it into the hands of Thompson though. He gets double teamed in the corner. Back to Roderick, now Grove. He'll try a 3, it's good! For Grayson Grove. He's got 17. Now just a 3-point Mankato East lead, 5:49 to play. Gustafson has it left wing for the Cougars. Now Omot. Gets it to Schweim right wing. He'll dribble it up top at the logo now. Over to Gustafson. Bryant left corner, drives, middle. Into the lane. Back out Gustafson. He'll try it. Top of the key. 3. It's short. Grove the rebound for Alexandria. Talon Witt will bring it up. Guarded by Bryant. Witt to Thompson. Guarded by Nobles. Thompson will try a long 3. It's no good. Grove the rebound though. They passed it around. Talon Witt gets it to Mason Witt. Back to Talon for 3. No good. Rebound Gustafson. And he will slow things down here. Walk it up. 51-48. Mankato East. 4:45 to play. Nobles Up top, Schweim. Schweim gets fouled there by Talon Witt. That'll be his second, sixth team foul for Mankato East. We've got a timeout on the floor. That will be a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break here. We've got a good one, 51-48, Mankato East over Alexandria, 4:40 to play. Back in 1 minute on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
Back in the 1920s, when an entrepreneur came to town to seek their dream, they needed three things: a place to stay, a knowledgeable banker, and an account with First United Bank. Today, First United Bank in Faribault and Owatonna is still helping young people who are starting out. First United Bank has grown to the size it is today by giving sound financial advice and personal service to its customers for over 100 years. That's why First United Bank is important for young families today. At First United Bank, they didn't invent personal service, they just never forgot it. Member FDIC.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at amesburytruth.com/careers.
Back here at Williams Arena, where we've got 4:40 to play in our Class 3A state semifinal game between Mankato East and Alexandria. Cougars lead the Cardinals by 3, 51-48. Derek Theda with you today as part of our baseline to baseline coverage of the state boys basketball tournament on KDHL. 76 years and counting of coverage. And we've got another good one right here coming up at 5 o'clock. Brad Presteman will be over at Target Center to broadcast the Goodhue-Furtrell-Beltrami Class 1A quarterfinal game. But for right now, we've got to finish this Class 2A semifinal. Winner will advance to the state championship to play Totino Grace on Saturday right here at the barn. 1 o'clock tip-off. Off the timeout, Cougars have the basketball. Schweim up top for Bryant. Bryant drives in. Now back out, Nobles. Bryant drives with 4 in the shot clock. Reverse layup, no good. Steffensmeyer the rebound. Saves it from going out of bounds to Gosh from East. Now Schweim a three! Carson Schweim takes advantage of the extra possession off the turnover and knocks down the three, 54-48. Mankato East with 4 minutes exactly to play in this one. Steffensmeyer inside, short corner right side. Thompson, now Roderick. Swings it left corner for Grove. Mason Witt up top, working on Madsen off a screen from Grove. Mason Witt gets doubled, and they say a foul on the double team attempt there by Madsen. That'll be his first. 5th team foul for Mankato East. Steffensmeyer will inbound under his own basket, left side. Gets it to Thompson. Hands back off to Steffensmeyer. Now Thompson, left corner. Back to Steffensmeyer. Now Roderick up top. Back to Steffensmeyer inside. Thompson back Roderick. Now in the lane. Grove back out Roderick with 2, with 1. And the shot clock will expire. I don't think Alexandria knew how much time was left there. Great defense by Mankato East to force the turnover. They lead Alexandria 54-48 with 3:20 remaining. Schweim left wing back to Madsen. Madsen now to Nobles, back to Madsen. Right elbow, Bryant back out Schweim. Schweim drives. Gosh left wing. Bryant back to Schweim. Madsen with 10 on the shot clock, drives middle, gets to the basket. Fadeaway over Thompson is no good. Grove the rebound, but Bryant pokes it away. Nobles now inside for Gosh. Gosh, pump fake, shot up, is good inside. Gandon Gosh with the basket. He's got 9, 56-48. Cougars lead the Cardinals by 8 with 2.5 to play. Timeout, Alexandria. That will be a full timeout. Cougar faithful on their feet as their team has an 8-point advantage, 56-48. 2.5 to play. Back in 1 minute on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
Costco is hiring team members at the Costco Depot located in Owatonna. If you have the desire to work in a fast-paced environment with a diverse group of people, look no further. They are hiring entry-level positions and employees in refrigerated and dry environments. Starting pay is $19.50 an hour, with raises based on the number of hours worked, currently topping out at $29.30. Benefits start after 60 days of employment. Apply online at Costco.com. Costco is an equal opportunity employer.
H&R Block offices in Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville remind you now is the time to get your paperwork in order for tax season. Book your appointment at one of the offices where in-person or drop-off filing is available. No computer program can ask every single possible tax question. The tax professionals in Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna average 10 years experience, and you can request the same preparer every year. File your way at H&R Block offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
Back here at the barn where Mankato East leads Alexandria 56-48 with 2:37 to play. Remember, Alexandria started this game on a 14-0 run, but credit to Mankato East. They didn't let it get to them, persevered, and now lead by 8 with 2:37 to play. Coming off an Alexandria timeout, they have the basketball. Mason went up top, working on Madsen, drives, now backs it out. Goes left wing for Steffensmeyer, left block. Thompson gets fouled on the spin move drive there by Gosh. That will be Gosh's sixth team foul for Mankato East. First free throw on the way from Thompson is good. He's now 3 for 5 at the free throw line. Roderick checks in for Mason Witt for Alexandria. Second free throw now for Thompson is good. Some full court pressure here from Alexandria, down 6 to Mankato East with 2:20 to play. Madsen gets it to Bryant. Now Schweim, right wing three is no good. Hits the front of the rim, bounces it around, and does not drop out of bounds. Last touched by Alexandria. And oh no, they say it's last touched by East. This would not be a good call if they don't switch it. Refs conferring now. And that looked to me to be clearly off Alexandria. And they do reverse the call, as it was correct. Pretty clear there that it was off Alexandria. So they get that one right. East will keep the basketball here. Shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. Bryant to Madsen. Madsen drives, loses it, gets it back. Blocked by Thompson, but he got fouled. Alexandria crowd can't believe it. Madsen will head to the line for 2 shots. That foul will be Thompson's second, 7th team foul for Alexandria. Will put Mankato East in the bonus. But it'll be 2 shots here, as it was a shooting foul for Madsen. He's 2 for 2 at the line so far today. First free throw was up and good. He's now 3 for 3 at the line. 57-50. Mankato East with 1:59 to play. Second free throw from Madsen is also good. Talon Whittle bring it up for Alexandria, guarded by Bryant. Off a screen from Thompson. Roderick now, Grove, left wing. Grove drives on Gosh. Back to Thompson. He'll try a right wing three. It's good for Chase Thompson. He's got 10. Timeout taken by Alexandria with 1:39 to play. That'll be a 30-second timeout. Got a 5-point game. Back in 30 on AM 920, KDHL, and the KDHL app.
You said it last year, but you didn't do it. Now you're thinking again, I gotta find someone to take care of my books. And it's never too late. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service can do that to ensure next year's tax time is much less stressful. From farming to small businesses, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services will customize a plan that best fits your needs. Just think, you can have an expert take care of your day-to-day and month-to-month accounting tasks, freeing you up to do what you do best, run your business. They even work with individuals. See what they can do for you. Call Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services today, 451-3399.
Back here at the barn where Mankato East leads Alexandria 58-53 with 1:39 to play, coming off a timeout. On the floor for the Cougars, Gosh, Madsen, Bryant, Schweim, and Nobles. For Alexandria, Mason Witt, Steffensmeyer, Roderick, Grove, and Thompson. Madsen will bring it up for Mankato East. Has it up top, dribbling it around, double team, now Nobles. Pass is stolen away by Grove. Grove to Roderick, back to Grove. Grove drives inside, shot up over Schweim, is good. Mason Grove has 19 points. Nobles up to Gustafson. Now Gosh gets fouled. That'll be 1-1. And Gosh still down on the floor. He got hit in the face. Fouls on Roderick. His fourth. 8th team foul for Alexandria. So it'll be a 1-1 for Gosh. 2 huge free throws here for him. It's 58-55 with 70 seconds to play. As Talon Witt will check in for Roderick, who, as I mentioned, just picked up his 4th. And now ref's taking a look at Gosh to see if he's got any blood on him after he took that hit to the face. And yes, they're going to sub Gosh out. And Gustafson will check in. And so I believe he'll get to shoot the free throw. Yes, he will, because Gosh was injured. Now the Mankato East medical staff attending to him. 1-1 here for Gustafson. First one on the way is good. Fresh off the bench, knocks it in. A huge free throw for Lucas Gustafson, the 5'11 sophomore for Mankato East. Second free throw from him is also good. 2 clutch free throws for Gustafson. Timeout, Mankato East. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll pause for 30 as well on AM 920 KDHL.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. You want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Over 200 units to choose from? We're at, you say? At Owatonna Motor Company, where we have incentives on new vehicles like we haven't seen in a long time. So stop on in. How about this? Ram 2500 and Ram 3500s, rebates as high as $9,000, 10% off of MSRP. Ford's got great rebates. Stop in. Ask about Ford's new Flex Buy program with rebates as high as $2,500 at Owatonna Motor Company, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always.
Back here at Williams Arena, where it was actually a full timeout for Mankato East. Cougars lead Alexandria 60-55 with 1:10 to play in the ball game. On the floor for the Cougars, it's Nobles, Bryant, Gustafson, who just hit those two big free throws. Madsen and Schwein for Alexandria. Mason Witt, Talon Witt, Thompson, Grove, and Steffensmeyer. Cardinals have the basketball. Talon Witt will bring it up. Picked up by Gustafson. Talon Witt now right side, under a minute to play here. Thompson double team, goes left corner for Steffensmeyer. Now Mason Witt back to Thompson. He'll try a three. It's no good. Rebound to Madsen for Mankato East. It goes out of bounds. Foul called on Alexandria, though. It'll be on Grove. That will be his fourth, 9th team foul for Alexandria. And so Madsen at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Two massive free throws for the Cougar junior here as Omot checks in for Bryant and Gosh back in for Gustafson. Remember, Gosh left. I think he had maybe a cut on his nose after he got hit in the face. He's back in. Good to see him back out there. Madsen's 4 for 4 at the line. First free throw is good. (61-55). Cougars by 6. 47.1 seconds to play. Madsen, second free throw, also good. 62-55. Mankato East by 7. Steffensmeyer got fouled. Mankato East thought he stepped on the sideline, but he got fouled. And that will send him to the line. So not what Mankato East wanted to do. It'll be a 1-and-1 here for Steffensmeyer. He's got 6 as Gustafson checks in for Omot for the Cougars. Foul there was on Omot. It'll be his first. First free throw from Steffensmeyer is good, so he'll get another one. 62-56, 45.5 to play. Second free throw from Steffensmeyer, also good. Inbounds pass, stolen away by Grove. Up to Thompson. Steffensmeyer now drives, and he gets fouled again. It'll be on the floor as he flipped it up. Alexandria won the and-1, not continuation though in the NBA, so it'll be another 1-and-1 trip for Steffensmeyer here. Just what Alexandria needed. They needed a steal. They got it. 39.6 seconds to play in the game. Alexandria down 5. Steffensmeyer just hit 2. First one on the way is good. Some clutch free throws from Braylon Steffensmeyer, a 6-foot senior for the Cardinals. Cuts the Cougar lead to 4, 62-58, 40 seconds to play. Second free throw, also good. It's a 3-point game. Gosh will inbound to Madsen. Madsen down the floor. And he gets fouled by Grove. And if that's on Grove, that'll be his day. And that is Grove's 5th, and I don't think he knew it. He was ready to line up on the block. And now he does check out as Roderick checks back in. He also has 4, so Grove's day is done. He is disqualified with 5 personal fouls. That's also the 10th team foul for Alexandria, so that'll put Madsen at the line for 2 free throws here. 2 massive free throws for the Cougar junior. Misses the first one short. He previously was 6 for 6 at the line. Now just one more to make it a 4-point Mankato East lead. Free throw on the way is good. So 1 for 2 there. 63-59, Mankato East 30 seconds to play. We've got a timeout called by Alexandria. That'll be a 30-second timeout. Wow, what a game. Back with the finish in 30 on AM 920 KDHL and the KDHL app. Actually back in 1 minute. It's a full timeout for Alexandria.
This is the month of love. That's why Prime Garage Door and More in Owatonna wants you to fall in love with the look of your home all over again. It's easy with Clopay Garage Doors. Clopay Garage Doors improve the look of your home while saving you money on your energy bill. Call the guys who will help you open new doors. Prime Garage Door and More, 507-413-6699. Visit the new showroom at 4500 North County Road 45 or check samples at primegaragedoor.net.
Back in the 1920s, when an entrepreneur came to town to seek their dream, they needed three things: a place to stay, a knowledgeable banker, and an account with First United Bank. Today, First United Bank in Faribault and Owatonna is still helping young people who are starting out. First United Bank has grown to the size it is today by giving sound financial advice and personal service to its customers for over 100 years. That's why First United Bank is important for young families today. At First United Bank, they didn't invent personal service, they just never forgot it. Member FDIC.
Back here at Williams Arena, where Mankato East leads Alexandria 63-59 with 30 seconds to play here in this Class 3A state semifinal game. The winner will advance to Saturday's Class 3A state championship game against Totino Grace. Alexandria has the basketball. Talon Witt will inbound, side out of bounds, left side, gets it to Thompson. Thompson backs his way in on Nobles. Thompson, shot up, is no good, but he got fouled. Almost dropped, but it does not, so it'll be just 2 free throws here for Thompson. A foul on Noble, his second, 9th team foul for Mankato East. First free throw on the way from Thompson is no good, left it short. He's now 4 for 7 at the line so far today. Cougar crowd making noise. Second free throw from Thompson to make it a 3-point game is also short. But Stevensmeyer, the rebound, the putback is good! Gosh will inbound to Schweim. Schweim double teamed, loses it. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to Alexandria. They're going to have a chance here, down 2 with 11 seconds to play. Timeout, Alexandria. 63-61, Mankato East. We've got 11 seconds to play, and Alexandria's chance to tie or to take the lead when we come back in 1 minute on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
Every part counts at Amesbury Truth, and the most important one is the part you'll play when you join their team. As the leading provider of window and door products in North America, Amesbury Truth has a part for you. Right now, they're hiring, and those positions come with competitive wages, benefits, and plenty of opportunities too. So you never stop growing. Isn't it time you open the door to a career at Amesbury Truth? Get details and apply online at amesburytruth.com/careers.
Costco is hiring team members at the Costco Depot located in Owatonna. If you have the desire to work in a fast-paced environment with a diverse group of people, look no further. They are hiring entry-level positions and employees in refrigerated and dry environments. Starting pay is $19.50 an hour, with raises based on the number of hours worked, currently topping out at $29.30. Benefits start after 60 days of employment. Apply online at Costco.com. Costco is an equal opportunity employer.
Back here at the barn where Mankato East leads Alexandria 63-61. They put some more time on the clock. There's now 12.6 seconds to play in the game. Alexandria off the timeout has the basketball under their own basket. Steffensmeyer will inbound. Grayson Grove has fouled out, so on the floor for them is Roderick, Talon Witt, Mason Witt, and Chase Thompson. We've got another timeout now. This one by Mankato East will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. As just less than 24 hours ago, Alexandria was actually in the opposite situation they're in now. They were up 2 with about 10 seconds to play, needed to get a stop, and they got it. Now, that was against Minneapolis South in the Class 3A quarterfinal. Now, here today, Alexandria down 2 with 12.6 seconds to play, needs a basket to tie or take the lead. Mankato East looking to avoid that from happening, though, looking to get out of here with a win. But Alexandria has mounted a little comeback here late, as it was 63-59. Chase Thompson went to the line for 2 free throws, missed them both, but Steffensmeyer for Alexandria got the rebound and the putback for 2. Then it was a jump ball on the inbounds pass. Schweim for East got tangled up with a Cardinal. And now here we go, 12.6 seconds to play. Alexandria down 2. Steffensmeyer under his own basket, left side, will inbound to Thompson. He catches it, gets blocked from behind, picked up by Bryant. Bryant gets fouled by Talon Witt. Alexandria thought that Thompson got fouled. There's no whistle. And so now Bryant will head to the line with 8.5 seconds to play. Let's reset here. They inbound. Steffensmeyer does to Thompson, who catches it up high and then immediately goes up for the shot. Gosh and Schweim were there to defend. Alexandria wanted a foul. There was no whistle. The shot was no good, was partially blocked. And now they're saying the players need to go back to their bench here. I don't believe there's a timeout on the floor, but as I was saying, Thompson's shot, no good. Alexandria wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Dwayne Bryant did get the foul. Dwayne Bryant did get the ball and got fouled and is headed to the line for 2 free throws. Now we've got a review, I'm told. The previous play under review, I don't believe they can review to see if Thompson got fouled because Bryant got the rebound and then he got fouled. The refs are also not at the monitor. It might be someone else's call to make, though. Trying to listen in here. I don't believe, and this might just be to see how much time is left on the clock. And yes, it is. They put 0.4 seconds back now. It's 8.9 seconds to play. So Bryant, yes, they do put the ball at the free throw line. So Bryant will have 2 free throws here to try and ice this game for Mankato East. They're up 2 right now over Alexandria. Remember, Grayson Grove fouled out with about a minute to play. On the floor for Mankato East, Gosh, Schweim, Bryant, Madsen, and Nobles. For Alexandria, Thompson, Talon Witt, Mason Witt, Steffensmeyer, and Roderick. First free throw on the way from Bryant is good. Big time free throw made there by the 5'10 senior. He's got 9. Makes it a 3-point Mankato East lead, 64-61. Second free throw for that all-important 4-point lead is good. Timeout. It'll be a full timeout. I believe it was taken by Mankato East. Yes, it is by Mankato East. Back in 60 on the mighty 920 KDHL.
H&R Block offices in Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville remind you now is the time to get your paperwork in order for tax season. Book your appointment at one of the offices where in-person or drop-off filing is available. No computer program can ask every single possible tax question. The tax professionals in Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna average 10 years experience, and you can request the same preparer every year. File your way at H&R Block offices in Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
You said it last year, but you didn't do it. Now you're thinking again, I gotta find someone to take care of my books. And it's never too late. Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service can do that to ensure next year's tax time is much less stressful. From farming to small businesses, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services will customize a plan that best fits your needs. Just think, you can have an expert take care of your day-to-day and month-to-month accounting tasks, freeing you up to do what you do best, run your business. They even work with individuals. See what they can do for you. Call Ackerman Accounting and Tax Services today, 451-3399.
Back here at Williams Arena, where we've got 8.9 seconds to play. Alexandria is down 4, 65-61 to Mankato East. Thompson has it right wing. He'll try a three. It's no good. Steffensmeyer the rebound and gets fouled on the putback with 2.9 seconds remaining. So Steffensmeyer will head to the line. We'll see if they want to try to make the first and then miss the second to try and get a tap out for a three as they're down 4. So Steffensmeyer does want to make this first one here and does just that. That makes it 65-62. Mankato East with the lead, 2.9 seconds remaining. We'll see if Steffensmeyer tries to miss this one. And he misses it. Roderick, the rebound. Putback is no good. Rebound. Gosh, the buzzer sounds and the game is over. Mankato East advances to the state championship game. 65-62 is the final. The Cougars are victorious. They will meet Totino Grace in the Class 3A state championship game Saturday. For Alexandria, they played incredibly hard. They will move to the third place game tomorrow at 4 o'clock at Concordia University. Mankato East with the win, 65-62. Wow, what a game. Happy to bring it to you right here on AM 920 KDHL. We'll pause for 2 minutes and be back with our post-game stats. You're listening to State Tournament Boys Basketball on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. You want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits your home and budget, because everyone can use a little more comfort. Turn to your local Carrier experts, Owatonna Heating and Cooling, today.
Over 200 units to choose from? We're at, you say? At Owatonna Motor Company, where we have incentives on new vehicles like we haven't seen in a long time. So stop on in. How about this? Ram 2500 and Ram 3500s, rebates as high as $9,000, 10% off of MSRP. Ford's got great rebates. Stop in. Ask about Ford's new Flex Buy program with rebates as high as $2,500 at Owatonna Motor Company, where it's one low price, plain and simple, always.
This is the month of love. That's why Prime Garage Door and More in Owatonna wants you to fall in love with the look of your home all over again. It's easy with Clopay Garage Doors. Clopay Garage Doors improve the look of your home while saving you money on your energy bill. Call the guys who will help you open new doors. Prime Garage Door and More, 507-413-6699. Visit the new showroom at 4500 North County Road 45 or check samples at primegaragedoor.net.
Back in the 1920s, when an entrepreneur came to town to seek their dream, they needed three things: a place to stay, a knowledgeable banker, and an account with First United Bank. Today, First United Bank in Faribault and Owatonna is still helping young people who are starting out. First United Bank has grown to the size it is today by giving sound financial advice and personal service to its customers for over 100 years. That's why First United Bank is important for young families today. At First United Bank, they didn't invent personal service, they just never forgot it. Member FDIC.
Back here at Williams Arena, where Mankato East, the number 2 seed in Class 3A, defeats the number 3 seed Alexandria by 3, 65-62 in the Class 3A state semifinals. So the Cougars will advance to play Totino Grace in the state championship game on Saturday, 1 o'clock tip-off. Right here at Williams Arena, we'll have that game for you on the mighty 920 KDHL. Wow, what a game, especially when you consider that Alexandria started this game scoring 14 points unanswered. They were ahead 14-0, but Mankato East stuck with it, fought their way back, went on an 11-0 run later on in that first half. Halftime score was 27-25 Alexandria, and then Mankato East pulled away, led by as many as 8 in the second half. Cardinals tried a little comeback, but it came up just short as the Cougars hold on for the win, 65-62. Our post-game stats brought to you by H&R Block, Owatonna, Lakeville, and Faribault. For Alexandria, Mason Witt had 8. Grayson Grove, who fouled out with about a minute to play, had 19. Chase Thompson had 11. Talon Witt had 3. Braylon Steffensmeyer had 13. And Dawson Roderick had 8. And then for Mankato East, Amari Noble had 6. Brogan Madsen had 9. Lucas Gustafson with 5. Minnow Omont with 11. Dwayne Bryant with 10. Bryant had 2 massive free throws for the Cougars late with about 8.9 seconds remaining. The score at that point was 63-61 Mankato East. Bryant went to the line, sunk both free throws, and the senior gave Mankato East a 4-point lead, which was enough for the win. Then on the other end, Steffensmeyer for Alexandria got fouled, made the first free throw, missed the second to try and get a last-second heave. It did not work, and the Cougars survive. As I was saying, though, Bryant had 10, Gandon Gosh with 9, and Carson Schweim with 15 points. And then some other big free throws from Brogan Madsen. He had 9 points on the game, but in the second half, he was at the line 7 for 8, and also had some big free throws down the stretch for the Cougars. Lucas Gustafson also came in off the bench. Gandon Gosh got fouled, had a cut on his nose, and so checked out. Gustafson came in to shoot the free throws straight off the bench, 1-and-1, made them both. Some more big free throws made by him. So that was the difference in this one. Some clutch free throws made, just a few more plays made by Mankato East. But wow, what a game. Mankato East avenging their loss to Alexandria last season at the state tournament. Alexandria beat Mankato East by 5 in the Class 3A quarterfinals last year. Now in the Class 3A semis, Mankato East beats Alexandria 65-62 again. They will advance to the state championship game Saturday at 1 o'clock. We'll have coverage of that one for you right here on AM 920, KDHL 97.9 FM, and the KDHL app. Our coverage, though, does not finish yet today. We've still got some more games to go. Brad Presteman will be on the call for Class 1A quarterfinal action between the number 3 seed Fertrell Beltrami and Goodhue. That'll be a 5 o'clock tip-off, so about 4:50 pregame for Brad on that Class 1A quarterfinal game. Goodhue, Fertrell Beltrami, so a little less than an hour before that one gets on the air. And then at 8 o'clock, over at Target Center as well, Roy Koenig will have the call for the Class 4A semifinal between Egan and Minnetonka. And so that's a programming update. We'll run through our sponsors one more time here tonight. Or today, I should say. Game was brought to you by H&R Block, Owatonna, Lakeville, and Faribault, Ackerman Accounting and Tax Service, Faribault Foods, Costco Wholesale Owatonna, First United Bank, Amesbury Truth, Federated Mutual Insurance, and Owatonna Auto Clinic. What a game between the 2 seed Mankato East and the 3 seed Alexandria. Final score one more time. Mankato East 65, Alexandria 62. Cougars playing for a state title Saturday against Totino Grace. That'll do it for us for now. Again, 5 o'clock with Brad. But until then, for Rick Vaughn back in the studio, I'm Derek Theda. Thank you so much for tuning in. So long from Williams Arena.